It's already recording. Welcome back to my channel. It's Kayla, and in today's video we're going to be talking about our online college experiences. We want to help all our seniors out that are going to graduate this year. We're going to get right into this video. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and let's get right into the video. I have my best friend here, as y'all can see, Aaliyah.
Hey guys.
Y'all seen her before.
We're both in a community college right now. She's biology and I'm doing undecided for right now, because at first I just did liberal arts. That's like the general major that they try to push you to go to if you're undecided. But now I kind of want to do business, but then I kind of was gonna do pre-law. Right now I'm just saying I'm undecided. Well, Kayla did hybrid, which is you go on campus and you're online. I did fully completely online.
I only went on campus to do my lab. The only other time I would go on campus was if I needed tutoring, but then I switched to just going on Zoom. Some universities might have it, some universities probably don't. I wanted to add that I picked my biology major because I want to become a pediatrician, a children's doctor, so that's why I am on the pre-med track and I'm majoring in biology. You don't have to just major in biology. You can major in whatever you're passionate about. That's what I just decided to pick. You can go to medical school though with any major. I just want to let you guys know that. Let's talk about Blackboard.
So I did remote learning for my whole semester of college, and I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. And I think it just depends on universities, because since we did go to community college, they did not introduce us to Blackboard. They just kind of was like, boom, you have discussion forums to do, you have homework to do, and we're just like, I don't know how to use Blackboard. We never used it before. In high school we used Google Chrome, but I have friends that went to Albany and they said the first week of school they taught them how to use Blackboard. They went through it with them. I personally did not follow the first instruction quiz type of thing that they did.
Orientation, and then they tested us on
orientation test. In the orientation test, you had to watch a video about Blackboard. I was watching the video, but it was just so boring to me, and I just was skimming through it. I'm thinking, like, I gotta just watch it for this test. She actually sat there and like watched it. I think you watched like more than one time, so she understood it more. She also did a program that's called C-Step. Is when you go to college like over the summertime, so she already had that experience of using Blackboard. All the issues that I was going through the whole semester, she already experienced that in the summertime.
I was helping her. We're helping our other friends once we figured it out. When you have a Mac, you have to use Google Chrome because they said
like
that
Safari. Even on your iPhone, don't even use Blackboard on your phone. I used to hand in assignments and my teacher had been like, you didn't hand it in. I had to like screenshot it. Like, I handed it in on my phone. I also had an issue on my Mac when I was using Safari. I was doing discussion forum and I typed, oh my god, it was for philosophy, and I typed like a whole essay. And I tried to submit it and it did brought me back to the same page. And for discussion forums, you have to submit something to join the conversation. So I had to retype my whole thing over, and I was just so like, I wanted to cry. Good thing my teacher was nice because he understood.
I want to do assignments on your phone, but it's just good for like reminding you about assignments.
When you use Blackboard on your phone, when you're taking a test, some of the like questions won't even show.
My test won't even show up on Blackboard on my phone. Like, you have to go on your laptop. I really feel for kids who don't have a laptop during this hard time. Like,
COVID hit everybody hard.
If you don't, you can always look to see if your college maybe allows students to borrow laptops. I want to tell you guys about C-Step. That was a program that I did over the summer. You have to meet some sort of criteria. You have to have a 2.5 in high school or over. You can't have anything below a 2.5. You have to be a minority, so usually a low-income student, or usually African-American or Hispanic Latino, something like that. I don't know if C-Step is the same at every single college. What they had me do is I had to go for classes for about a month and a half, and then after that, one perk is they give you a check. They give you a check. Another benefit of C-Step is they also give you your textbooks, calculators, laptops, whatever you need. They'll give that to you. So I highly suggest that you do C-Step. If you need it, then I highly suggest you should see if your college that you're interested in does C-Step, because it really helped me, because I didn't always have a Mac until maybe August.
I said before, COVID hit really hard, so even if you was up before COVID, a lot of people are not up right now, which is alright.
C-Step really helped me figure out Blackboard, have little meetings. Oh, they tell you about research opportunities and internships for your major, which I really needed. I actually just filled out application for an internship. I'm waiting to hear back though on whether or not I got into the internship. But I really hope I did, because you know they pay you for that too. So they do have meetings throughout the semester. I didn't attend all of them. They will assign you a tutor if you need one, and they will give you what you need. And my advisor is the head of C-Step. So if you go from a 2-year to a 4-year and you're in C-Step, it follows you basically.
You'll always be in it basically.
Yeah, you'll always be in it, and you'll still have all of those benefits. I highly suggest that y'all join C-Step. I'll put more information about it in the description box below. Next on our list is advisors. How was your advisor experience?
My advisor, when I first signed up, I signed up for the fall semester in May. I had an advisor, we did it over like a Zoom call, and she didn't make certain things clear. Basically, I got dropped from all my classes, and I didn't even know. I'm thinking all my classes is set, and she sent me an email like, oh, you never paid the full amount. And I was like, I had to pay the full amount after our meeting. They gave you a deadline. I think the deadline for a Duchess was like August 14th or something like that. They're trying to pay all your money. But no, not when you sign up for a class. When you sign up for your class, you have to make sure you pay your money as soon as you sign up.
Right.
Or put a payment plan as soon as you sign up. Or you will get dropped from all your classes. And she did not make that clear to me. So I'm thinking, it's May, I have all this time so my mom can figure out what we're gonna do money-wise. I got up to all my classes.
Depending on your university or college, be careful with the payment plan, because if you don't make the payments on time, they will lock you out of your classes. Yes, some colleges and some universities will lock you out of your classes. Be careful.
My mom, she paid the full amount, but she also asked for a loan from me. So like I said before, the full amount had to be paid August, 14th. When I got my loan receipt, it said my loan was to come to October. So make sure you read about your loans and see how long your loan's gonna take.
Grants and everything, usually that's automatically applied, but that depends on your college, so make sure you check and accept them if you have to.
Make sure you read everything. Also make sure when you're in those meetings with them, have a paper and like pen next to you so you can write down stuff. I use my phone. I personally think it was because of COVID. They were all scrambling, they didn't know what to do, which is why it was so much confusion at first. But my second advisor, she was so much better.
Some colleges, like, they'll email you and reach out to you, but sometimes you gotta find who you need to talk to.
One thing that I do not like, when you have to call the college, it takes them so long to get back. You might as well just email them. Just email them. You can call them and just be prepared for like waiting on the phone. It's a headache. And don't give up if you're gonna call them. I emailed the head of the advice. I don't know what their name is called, but I emailed her. She got back to me like this, and then she sent an advisor to me like so fast. So I would say reach out to like the top person.
And when you talk to them, they'll ask you what you want to do, like your career. Make sure you ask them questions too about what classes you're taking, because you don't want to end up being in college longer than you want to be in college.
Make sure you know classes that are required for your major.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you don't have a major. Like I said before, I'm undecided right now. Don't force yourself into a category.
Right.
Figure it out. Just take the general ed classes and you'll be fine.
My advisor told me about doing speech this semester. I was like, do I have to do speech? And he said, oh, at one point in your career as a doctor, you're probably gonna have to do a speech. I didn't even think of that. So that's what I mean. Ask questions. It's gotta make sense.
The general class that you have to take as a freshman, that you have to take just to go up to your degree, you might need something in that category. So maybe you don't want to take a philosophy class, but you need like a behavioral science type of class. And also research what you're looking into. When she said philosophy to me, like I knew what philosophy was, but taking it online, I read the description, but then I was at home by myself reading plays from like, the Roman plays. I can't read that for myself. I need somebody to talk to about it. So if you're that type of person that can think critically like that by yourself, that's fine with you. But someone like me to talk about things, a struggle for me. We didn't have no Zoom class, it was just handing work in. Make sure you know what class you're in. And if you don't know, ask questions.
My advisor has not tried talking to me about grades. I see that on TikTok a lot. I don't know if y'all seen it, but sometimes these TikTokers make TikToks about how their advisors told them, oh, well, you shouldn't go for this career because your grades are terrible. My advisor has not talked to me about my grades at all. They didn't even go over first semester or anything like that.
I just feel like I was just by myself in college.
I liked being at home, but my grades
suffered terribly.
Yes.
I went from being an A student to like, I guess I handled it.
I feel like my grades have gotten better since high school, but I feel like if I put more effort, then maybe.
But I feel like that comes along with like remote learning wise. You have all this free time. So if you don't know how to manage your time, you're gonna do bad.
That leads us to different workloads. The workload in college is different than in high school. Let us tell you.
They was telling you how to take notes on the PowerPoint. You need to make sure you're taking your notes because in college you're taking notes in I take notes in gym. I have essays in gym. Do like every other day.
You're taking more notes and studying more.
By yourself. You have to put that work in. You can't just watch these lectures. You have to get your pen and paper out, take notes in the lectures, look over your notes. Most of the time, the questions of your quiz is from the lectures. It's like, how would I remember this? Take notes. That's how you remember stuff.
I do all these notes for hours, and then the homework would be 5 questions. But if I didn't do those hours of notes, I wouldn't know how to do the 5 questions.
Yes.
It's irritating, but it's like, just do it. I mean, that was my experience. It could waver depending on your major. My boyfriend is a business major. He didn't have as much work as I did, but he didn't really like have a heavy load like I did. And professors will not baby you.
Yeah, they don't.
Teachers in high school still kind of like babying you, so professors are not really gonna say much to you. College requires more discipline. And if you feel like you can't focus for long periods of time, what helps me was taking breaks. So I do my homework for 25 minutes and then I take a 5 or 15 minute break. And that helps me get through the night sometimes, especially when I was doing something I did not want to do, because I hate math.
In college, you have to learn how to speak for yourself. And even if somebody slams the door in your face, you still to have to vouch for yourself. Because I had a professor, and I really was struggling at one point in her class, and I reached out to her and was like, you know, I have a problem, questions about this, this, and this, and she was like, did you read my syllabus? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, read it again because it's in the syllabus. It's like, not gonna lie, for a minute, that kind of scared me to ask another professor for help, and it took me so long to ask professors for help, and then it got to the point where I almost was failing a class, and I had to reach out to my teacher, like, I don't want to fail, like, can you please help me? And he was just like, why didn't you ask me before? Of course I would help you. I can take a Zoom call with you right now. So don't be scared that when somebody slams the door in your face, the next person may not do that. Don't, like, generalize everybody just because on one person's reaction towards you. Still, after she did that to me, I was on YouTube, trying to, like, see if I can find, you know, the little Brainiac, like, videos that teach you stuff. I was doing that, like, just do it for yourself. I was just like, did she just tell me, like, of course I read your syllabus, like, don't do that to me.
You should really write down the deadlines or keep it in your phone or set a reminder or something, because they're easy to forget. You want to have maybe reminders or a planner on hand.
When school first started, I was forgetting to hand in so much stuff. I just email like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Is it okay if I email it to you? Because when it's on Blackboard, sometimes if you miss a deadline, it completely comes off your Blackboard, so you can't even go to it anymore. It also comes speaking for yourself to email your teachers. Don't be scared to email your teachers and reach out to them. Please make sure when you email them, you're sounding like professional, like, because it's not your friend. It's not like in high school.
And sometimes they will not answer you if you email them like that.
Don't get upset if they don't email you back like in the next 5 hours. Because at first I'm like, what did she do? We're all at home, girl. Pick your phone up. And I was thinking about, like, she has a lot of students. She has a lot of stuff to do. Even though you're like, well, she technically has it planned out, she still has a lot to do as a professor. She probably has another job.
Well, my professor, he had kids who would bring his kids on the Zoom class.
So there are real people like just like I suggest if you're a person like me who can't manage their time by themselves, please try to have Zoom classes in the majority of your classes. But if you're kind of like Caleb knows how to plan out her time better than me, then you can do fine with having some Zoom class and some not Zoom. It depends on you as a person.
Oh, that's another thing. If you do want to do Zoom classes and you don't want to wake up early in the morning, some colleges will give you the option to have Zoom classes later in the day. Because I saw everybody was complaining about that on social media, waking up for an 8 a.m. class. You're not in high school anymore, babe. You're in college. You can choose if they give you the option.
Keep that in mind too. When you're in college, like in high school, where everybody's like your peers, they're 14, maybe 15 in my class. No, in college, I could be 18 and Kayla could be 43, and then I could have somebody that's 70 and they put you in these things called breakout rooms. Don't be scared to talk and communicate with people. I know it's uncomfortable because you're like, I don't know these people, they don't know me. To my camera, I'm like, hey guys, my name's Aaliyah. I was always nervous. I would still put myself out there for it. Because once you start talking, everybody's gonna be like, oh, she's mad cool, or you're mad this. Oh, let me talk to her, and then y'all get work done. It just makes it go by faster. But even though it was a struggle, just still put it out there because the teacher's watching you. The end of the semester, the teacher grades you on participation on Zoom, and I got a participation group. I kept my camera on.
Get cute if you want to for them.
Yes, I used to get cute, like, oh yes, guys, you gonna see my hair.
I like to wear makeup. The
thing that I didn't like though, I'm a people's person sometimes, but I like to make friends. Like I like to make bonds with people. It's hard to make bonds with people over Zoom because it's not like in class where you turn over like, yeah, girl, that's happening. Like you can't do side conversations and make bonds with people. You can still put yourself out there and talk and be like, hey, my public speaking class. Even though we didn't know each other, we used to all laugh and joke like we were in a regular classroom. The teacher even used to be like, I can't believe you guys are like talking like this. This class is so like lit right now. You can make your class lit. It takes the people.
Absolutely.
My social problems class, the teacher lectured us for 2 hours long because nobody else asked questions. Nobody wanted to have an opinion on anything. It's so draining. Like I hated going there. Public speaking, I would wake up 9 o'clock in the morning, do my hair for them. It was a fun class. I'm like, yeah, I know we're gonna laugh and talk. And once one person puts himself out there, Caleb put himself out there, then Michael put himself out there. Just do it. Everybody's gonna follow suit.
Choose your fighter.
I'm gonna talk about professors alone. I use Rate My Professor. I really think that y'all should use it. Y'all are nervous about having bad professors. If you want to have some sort of control over like what type of teacher that you're dealing with, Rate My Professor is a really good app. If you want to know if a professor gives a lot of homework, or if you want to know how they grade, all you have to do is download the app, put in your college, and while you're registering for your classes, put in the name of the professor of the class that you're interested in taking or that you have to take. A bunch of professors will show up. Look for your professor's name and the subject, because sometimes your professor's name will pop up twice with 2 different subjects. So pick the subject that your class is. So you'll see their ratings. I suggest going for a professor that has at least a 4.0 or 4.5. Any professor below is going to be trash. I'm gonna be honest. The comment section of professors that are usually under a 4 is usually horrendous. Like students are honest. If you have to go below that, go with the highest one. You have to choose between a 2.5 or a 3.0. Go with a 3.0. You just want a good professor. Look at the comments. Sometimes they'll put, oh, lectures a lot, gives a lot of homework, or gives a lot of notes. If you have Rate My Professor now and you finish your college semester, I suggest making sure that you do professor reviews so you can tell other students about whether or not you like your professor and whether or not the criteria is correct. But y'all should definitely do Rate My Professor. I'll put that in the description box below too. Y'all should also go to office hours. They make a difference.
Take advantage of their office hours, meaning when they have freedom to talk. And they'll tell you. You may hear things, you may have topics in class that make you feel uncomfortable because you're not used to it. But remember, this is not high school. This is like you're an adult now. That's how they're treating you. So you may have conversations like debates, like gay marriage, which we don't really talk about in school. They try to touch on it. Real debates, like people are going at it, going crazy. You may have somebody. I had this one person in my class. He was a big Trump supporter, but like some people just support Trump for certain like little reasons. But he was like on, yeah, because we need to have white power and all this stuff. Like he was big on that. He did not care. He expressed it how he wanted to. You have to learn how to listen to understand. Because even if you may not agree with somebody's point of view or wherever they're coming from, understand why they think that way. You don't make it like a general view on how you view all people that support Trump or that support whatever they're talking about. Don't feel bad to speak your mind.
It's really not all that bad. A lot of professors are really organized and they will put everything that you need to know online. Like if you don't have any Zoom classes, you have professors that will put all the correct videos that you need to understand the material. You have professors that will give you the right articles. They will give you all the tools that you need to understand the material.
You have to take action yourself.
I feel like there's a stigmatism around people who go to community colleges.
Don't feel ashamed.
Don't, please.
It's cheaper.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. Don't y'all want to like
save money?
Yeah, we just want to share our experiences. I hope this helped you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you check out all of Leah's socials. I'll be putting that down below and here. Make sure y'all go check out her business. She's popping. Y'all already know. That's on period. Hit that like button. Make sure you comment down below any questions. Make sure you share this video because it could really help somebody. Yeah, we love you guys. Peace.
Also, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Give her other video options, ideas to do.
Yes.
She knows what you guys want to see.
Bye, guys. Facial cleansing, minty magic cleanser.